Hello, welcome to White Birch Tarot. My name is Lori, and I was going to do a reading on the upcoming conjunction between the planet Uranus, the North Node, and Mars in Taurus, but instead when I sat down, I'm feeling that I should talk about the new moon coming up in Leo in a couple of days. I believe it's on the 28th, and today is the 23rd, so we have about 5 days. So I'm going to start with that. And I will do another one because we have this amazing conjunction coming up at the beginning of August. And I'm going to start with a couple of quotes. And this is interesting because these just sort of jumped out at me. And the new moon in Leo is, Leo rules creativity and the inner child and romance and drama. And these quotes just jumped out at me. And this first one is from the writer Henry Miller. And he said, "The aim of life is to live. And to live means to be aware, joyously, drunkenly, serenely, divinely aware." That's beautiful. And then this woman, I don't know who she is. She's obviously French. Her name is Jeanne Tardiveau, Tardiveau. And she said, "An artist is someone who turns his coat inside out and falls in love with the color of the lining." I really love that. I really, really love that. I got to remember that one. That's a good one. Okay, so, and I don't know why I always wait to do these until I'm so exhausted. I probably sound like I'm 100 years old. I'm not, but I think I channel better when I'm really tired and my resistance is low. So, I sound half dead, but I'm only a quarter dead. No. Okay, so the first, I drew these, but I haven't studied them because then I get all mixed up. Aren't I inspiring? Start with the Seven of Cups, which is interesting because this is fantasy energy. And it's in the reverse. I'm keeping the reversals today, and I'll show you in the upright. This is like making the light in here. This is like castles in the air. What do I want? But when it's in reverse, it's like, don't wish for things that are just impossible. And yet don't give up on something that seems impossible either. In fact, I'm feeling, you know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling that when you get in touch with your deepest desire, you may say to yourself, "Oh, that's impossible. That's too much for me." But it's not. So change my mind. I feel like this is telling us, go for what's really your heart's desire and don't let your feeling of self not being worthy enough or not being creative enough, don't let it stop you. And then I get another card in reverse, the Six of Swords, which is usually someone moving away from a bad situation and leaving it behind, but it's in reverse, so we're having a little bit of trouble letting go of something in the past, which may be impeding our progress, okay? And then I get the Chariot, which is, again, an inner struggle. Which way do I go? I want to go this way and that way at the same time. And this card, I feel like, could be representing the past, holding us back from the future that we would like to enter into. I don't know about you, but the energy lately has been, I've been feeling so tired. I don't know what it is, but, and this is interesting because just before I started this reading, I was thinking about how, and again, I planned to talk about the conjunction between Uranus, the North Node, and Mars, and then when I sat down, I got a different impression, a different feeling, but I was thinking to myself that, all these astrologers keep saying, "Oh, this great conjunction is coming up, and you're going to get this, and you're going to get that," and then if I don't feel it, I think, what's wrong with me? And it just occurred to me before I sat down and started the reading that someone can offer you something, but if you're not ready to accept it, you're not going to get it. You have to hold out your hand. And then it's interesting that I draw this card because she's clearly offering him something. And he's thinking, well, I've already got the 6 Pentacles. I've got my stability. Do I want to take a risk and reach my hand out and take another one? My answer would be yes. Yes, you do. And then we get the Lovers, which comes up very often for me because this is, again, it used to be called the Choice. Again, you're going to have a choice to make. And for some reason, I'm feeling like the choice is a struggle within yourself, asking yourself, do I have the necessary, not only creativity, but courage? Because Leo, the new moon in Leo also rules the heart. You know, the French word for heart is cœur, which brings us to the word courage. So you may be asking yourself, do I have the guts, the courage to do this? And this bears out the Queen of Wands. She's like, she's like decisive action. She's all about let's get it done. Desire, manifesting, not on the physical as much as the desire part, the fire. And of course, Leo's a fire sign, so that makes sense. And there's lions everywhere. So I'm assuming she's Leo, which is interesting, but she's in the reverse. So again, I'm feeling like we may not be feeling up to, I'm not going to call it a challenge, but the task ahead of us may seem daunting, but it isn't. We just have to trust ourselves. And again, here comes more wand energy. But it's the five, and fives are, sorry about the focusing here, fives are conflict. And again, I'm feeling like this conflict is coming from within ourselves. I don't feel like it's coming from without, because, well, Venus is in Cancer right now, so our relationships should be good on a personal level, but Saturn is in Aquarius, which is the society at large, and the individual pitted against society. So we may feel like the society around us is not accepting of what we want to do. We may have personal support, but on a larger level, we may not be feeling that so much. And that may be partly where we're getting this feeling of, how can I move ahead when everything seems to be against me? When the general culture seems to be against me. And then we end up with the Knight of Swords, which is the twins of Gemini, Castor and Pollux, on a horse, charging in. Swords are ideas. So they're charging in, and again, they're in the reverse. So you're getting this idea, this influx of mental energy, but you're not trusting it. Let me ask the Oracle cards, why are we not trusting this energy? And I'm getting the feeling that we're just not trusting ourselves. We're not trusting our own juju. We're not trusting that we can do it. Okay, the first card that comes up is Imagine. And I think this is great because Neptune is in Pisces right now, which is the sign that it rules. So imagination is abounding. And this is a really good time to take advantage of that and imagine. And remember, we started out with the Seven of Cups in reverse, which is literally your imagination, but feeling like, oh, that's too much. I couldn't possibly do that. And the Oracle cards are saying, no, it's not too much. It really isn't. Go for it. You know what? This card wanted to come out and I didn't want it. I don't like this card. And it came out again. We got this last time, TikTok. And I just feel like it's telling me, you don't have forever on this planet. Seize the day, carpe diem. The time is now. Stop farting around. It reminds me, I had a problem with an insurance company one time. Oh my God, it was awful. I fought with them for 4 months on the phone. And finally I thought, well, if my husband calls, my late husband, maybe they'll listen to a man rather than a woman. So he was arguing with the supervisor on the phone and wasn't getting anywhere. And I literally grabbed the phone out of his hand, which is so rude, but he wasn't mad at me because he was never angry. He was just too perfect. But anyway, I grabbed the phone out of his hand and I yelled at the woman. I said, would you stop farting around? It didn't work. Although the next time I called, I got, my husband's name was Bob, and I got a man named Bob on the phone who fixed it for me. So perhaps they stopped farting around. I don't know. Okay, this is my last piece. Yes, please. Please, God, please, please, Divine Spirit, please give me some peace. We're not feeling peaceful right now because we have so many cards of conflict. We got the Choice, we got the Chariot, we got resistance to the Queen of Wands, and resistance to the Knight of Swords, and we're resisting our imagination, and we're just, the universe is like trying to hand you something solid, and you're saying, I don't know if I can do that. Yeah, so let's calm down. Calm down, stop farting around, and take what the universe offers you. And I'm just going to draw one, okay, maybe two. Okay, fairy oracle cards, Heart of the Fairy. The Smith. Remember that old group, the Smiths? Morrissey was the lead. I like them, but anyway. Not my favorite band, but had some good songs. Okay, the Smith. This is working hard. And you may feel like you're working very hard. I certainly do. But the thing is, you need to. Because even though you're being handed something, it's not on a golden platter. You still have to do the work involved. And this is where you may be feeling like you don't have it in you. You're feeling kind of tired. I think this second card wanted to come out too. Yeah, it did. It definitely did. Okay. Another Heart of the Fairy. Tink, my fave. I love Tink. And she is all about, you may be feeling tired. You may be feeling, disillusioned. You may be feeling like you just don't have it in you. You're like, I just can't get it together. I don't think I'm strong enough. I've been under too much pressure. I'm tired. I can't do it. And she's saying, stand your ground. Yes, you can. If you dive deep enough in yourself and just, be at peace. Calm down, be at peace, use your imagination. But you got to do some work with it, yes. But that doesn't mean you have to get exhausted. She's saying, yes, you can. She's like the yes, I'm not backing down. I'm not backing down. And right now, Chiron is moving towards, or Jupiter and Chiron are getting closer together in the sky. Jupiter is the principle of expansion, the planet of expansion. And Chiron is the wounded healer. And you may be experiencing kind of an opening of like childhood wounds or old patterns that are coming up that you thought you had under control, and here they come again. And that can be rather self-defeating. But she's saying, no, you can do it. And they're in Aries, which is interesting because, Aries is the fight energy, the I can do it, the physical manifestation of, of physical action. So you can do it. And next time I promise I will talk about the upcoming conjunction, which is so fascinating to me, of what's happening in the sky. And let's see, I'm looking for one more quote. Here's one from Rilke, who never disappoints, the poet Rilke. And I always get him mixed up with Rumi, which is ridiculous because they're from completely different places and times, just because their name starts with an R, I think. But this is interesting. What we call fate does not come into us from the outside, but emerges from us. That is so true. That is so true. And I think I've said this before, but my favorite psychoanalyst and astrologer is named Liz Green, with an E at the end of Green. And she, on her fabulous book, The Astrology of Fate, on the back of it, there's a quote by Carl Jung, the famous psychoanalyst, who said, fate is the ability to do gladly that which we must do. So he was joining fate and free will. And again, Rilke said, what we call fate does not come into us from the outside, but emerges from us. Here you go. Stand your ground. You can do it, folks. It's the time to be strong. It's the time to go for it and accept help. If someone offers you something with this Seven of Pentacles, if someone offers you something, take it. Don't be proud. Take it. Okay, I'm going to sign off for now, and I will do another one because we have a fascinating planetary stuff going on right now. So blessings to everyone. Thank you so much. Sorry I'm sounding so tired, but I am tired tonight. And please hit the like and subscribe button. Leave me a comment if you would like to. I love to read them. And I'll see you next time. Good night. Thank you. Bye-bye.